So what is up, bosses? It's your boy Boss Fatwod, and welcome finally to Bendy and the Dark Revival. 5.5 years later, that is when, I believe it was April of, will that be 2017 then? I know it's April. I believe that's probably, well, 5.5 years from pretty much now, not dead on 5.5 years, and something like 6 years ago, I believe, is when we first actually saw the chapter 1 of Bendy and the Ink Machine. And it's crazy to think that on that week, I think I must have saw like a big YouTuber play it, and then like back then I was just jumping on what everyone else was playing. I saw this game called, maybe not even called Bendy and the Ink Machine, it was the earliest version of Bendy and the Ink Machine chapter 1 you could play. I loaded up my laptop, I played the game at about 15 FPS, and I didn't like it that much. After playing the full release of Bendy and the Ink Machine on the old channel, sadly I don't have the series on here now, I absolutely love the game, and I've been eagerly waiting for this one since about 3 years ago they announced the title, and now finally, I mean, to be fair to the Meatly and Joey Drew Studios, this is the full game. This isn't chapter 1, this is it chapters? I don't freaking know. I heard that there's upgrades now, there's skill points, it's open world. It could just be that there's no chapters, it could just be an actual like kind of open world where you just go through, you keep getting objectives, you just keep going through, there's different things, go this way or go that way, do whatever. I don't freaking know. How are these videos gonna be done? Is it, if it's chapters, then I guess I'll do chapter 1 each, or 1 chapter each video. If it's not chapters, how are they gonna be? Who freaking knows? I'll probably just end up doing what I do for the games that I stream, just stream for an hour and a half, make that like an hour long, actually things happening. If I'm stuck for 5 minutes, cut out the 5 minutes, you guys don't want to see that. But what you guys do want to see is not the main menu anymore, so I will jump into a new game. If you have mastered the studio, if you visited the studio before, I mean, let's just go on to normal, yeah. I don't remember the game being particularly hard, like the first one. I know there was, yeah, I remember there was actual boss battles. I think I got stuck on one of them, which is the one that everyone got stuck on, that weird Boris battle before. I actually remember like this controller that I've got now, like it's the Xbox Elite Series, well it's the Series 2 now, initially I had the Series 1, playing Bendy and the Ink Machine. I lost one of the freaking analog sticks while like midway through that freaking Boris fight with Ink Machine, and that's how I remember it. This is on, as I said Xbox, this is on PC by the way, I'm playing with the controller.
But when you step back, when you really look at where you've been and the things you've done, your past will come to devour you.
So I don't particularly remember the story of Ink Machine that well. I remember a key factor, like it ends how it begins, which I always like one of my favourite movie series of all time is Final Destination. I guess spoiler alert, I mean, you could probably guess where it's going, but that kind of ends, like the 5th Final Destination ends where the first one begins, and I always like when games, movies, whatever do that. Was that June 1873, was that? Okay, this looks a bit good, doesn't it? Very much so upped. I mean, I don't know what's happened in the last 5.5 years to suddenly make video game graphics look good.
There you go, little guy.
Someone say something about tracing the rays or something, I'm not entirely sure.
I'm getting through tonight without some coffee. Probably some downstairs.
Is this the, yes it is. That to X, actual X on the controller? I guess so. Wonderful. Yeah, new objective, locate the elevator. I mean, we didn't have anything come up saying like chapter 1 or anything. Archgate Pictures. Okay, is this like a completely different studio then? I mean, for all I know, the original studio could have burnt down or something. I genuinely don't really remember the story that much. I am probably going to play Bendy and the Ink Machine at some point. Maybe I'll stream it and do it as a long play, or maybe I'll just play it in my spare time. But obviously we did play, I mean, I played all their games. I played Showdown Studios Chapter 1, which sadly they never actually finished that. I played a bit of the Bendy and Nightmare run. I don't think I ever did any videos or anything on it. And I also played through 100% of Boris and the Dark Survival, which is a really cool game. Is there anything actually in here? We have a horrifying photo there of Bendy actually not with his initial face. That's great. I guess we just leave then. Is it just X to open, like actual X button? I guess so, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, so we do have objectives and stuff. Alright. Let's have a look around first, though. See initially if there is anything we can, like, interact with. Thirsty cold drinks. Can interact with that in any way, okay. So it might light up, I forget how they do stuff that you can interact with. Can I... Is there a sprint? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Thank you very much, Thunder and Lightning. I forget what's the one that actually makes the sound, I forget. Probably Lightning, right? Pressing all the buttons for now. Okay, nothing for now. Apart from X to interact or X to open doors for now. And then left and right analog stick to move around. There was that. Not entirely sure. So once again, there might be a few bugs here and there. I mean, this is the version of the game that would be the most buggy that we can actually play because the game's literally been out for an hour and 1 minute now. Let's go. Who are we, though? We are the opposite gender that we were playing in the first game. We were like Henry, weren't we, in the first one? I was not paying attention. Okay, you said, luckily I bought my key. I like that. If you're not paying attention to what the character's saying, you will have an objective come up saying, basically, oh, hello, Bendy. The demon? How are we doing?
Who put this here?
Saying what they were saying. That's exactly what Henry said the first time we saw you. We'd actually go... Could we ever see behind you before? I feel like you were always right up against the wall, or at least if you were like that, you would move. I don't think we've ever seen behind, like, the cardboard car of Bendy, right? Very cool. This feels weird, though, as well, like, coming back to a game that you played... Literally, like, I haven't played Bendy since the initial release, so it's been probably at least 5 years, well, let's say at least 4 years since I've even touched a game of Bendy. Well, I guess Boris and the Dark Survival, but, like, actually... a game called Bendy and the something, should I say? Oh yeah, key's right there. I see it. So is to name, did that say? Press X to name? Did I read that correctly? The hell? Strange. Very strange, eh? I guess we just go back to that. Oh, I can try and interact with doors, or open doors, with the same button, okay. Is it going to be a game where suddenly it says press insert button here to sprint? Then I turn around and suddenly the freaking ink demon's following me. Is he even going to be in the game? I heard some people, or saw some people say that he might not even be in the game. I guess Bendy's in the game. We've already seen like a cardboard car of him.
Most welcoming hallway
that's
I've
great.
ever seen.
Not entirely sure that they're meant to move by themselves. Does that say autosave in the bottom right, the top right?
Hello? Is someone there?
That is the worst thing you should do, mate. Oh, demon, hello, is someone there? Of course. Because that went well for everyone else that did that, didn't it? Okay, so they're open like that, so maybe it might be things, or something as like a thing pop up saying take all, take this thing, like a Dishonored or Fallout style, maybe? Because you can't like open one individually. I guess for now, anything that doesn't have the press X to open, you just can't open. Oh, I thought it was one of them like trolley things. That you, I guess it kind of is. Instead of water, it's ink. Not sure you're going to be freaking cleaning anything up with that anytime soon. Are we going to go in the elevator and go to a different floor and then suddenly it's just going to be completely inky, like the first game? Because this seems a bit too clean for my liking. Is this Bendy and the ink machine, or Bendy and the I'm in a clean environment machine? Let's go. Floor number 1. Okay, I guess we are just leaving then. Can't see anything. Oh, yeah, of course. Freaking knew it. Wilson, how you doing, mate?
You scared me to death.
I'm not going to ask what happened to your eye and why it's completely white.
Didn't mean to frighten you. You're working late tonight. A pretty girl like you shouldn't be wandering around all by yourself. Mind if I...
Well, if there's no one here, then I don't really have a freaking choice, do I?
Of course not.
Thank you, Audrey. You look like you could use a little company.
Yes, exactly what I need. Company from the slowest talker in the world. And also someone with a cough in a small environment, that's great.
It's been really nice this past week.
Just beautiful. Gorgeous.
Okay, can I leave the elevator now, please?
What
Don't
was
really
that?
want to be in here anymore.
Please tell me we're not trapped in here.
Don't you worry, my dear. It's just a little short in the system. happening
Well, that's
a lot
fine then, yeah.
these past few days. No need to fret.
I like to think that this guy just is completely normal, just
Let's see
his
what we
face
can
looks like
find.
this because some
Come
other reason,
along
and this is
now.
just his voice.
Old
He's just a completely
Wilson
normal
will
person.
protect you.
Oh yes, so when did this part of the frickin' establishment get built then? Was this just suddenly built now? Why is it all pitch black as well? Yeah, hopefully you know what one it is. Any day now, mate, or am I meant to go in? I can't go in, invisible wall. Are you... oh? Oh, there we go, I need to talk to him.
There we are.
Thank you very much, Wilson, mate.
More switches to throw. Follow me. It will be.
Shall we drew the man and the demon?
Safe.
Great news. Hello, mate. Archgate Pictures presents. Oh god, you're very much of a silhouette when you do that. You're a bit taller than me as well. Oh, Boris. Hello, buddy. The little freaking Boris plushie. How are you doing? Bendy sing-along. Oh, of course, another Bendy plushie. Wonderful. That was the original company there, yeah. Just a pencil and a dream. So it's good they're still going for... I mean, the reason people love the game, like, originally, is because it's very much so... I mean, this is even older, like 1871 or something, but the first one was very much so like 1930s Disney. I guess I'll just talk to you again. I do. How do you feel about having that glow around your entire body, mate? Oh, of course. Just like Chapter 1 of Ink Machine. Have to collect 6 things to put on the pendant. Oh, it actually is, yeah. Like the same thing. The ink, the music note, the plushie. Yeah, the cog, the wrench, and the book, yeah. Oh, here is the ink machine. Okay, brilliant.
Looks like someone's been messing with the exhibits. There should be something on each of these pedestals. Audrey. Sweet Audrey. Do an old man a favor and go find them.
Of course.
I'll tend to the power.
Search for the exhibits. Wonderful. Okay, so I guess... yeah, well... oh no. Oh, that is just one of them anyway. I thought that meant, like, I need to do that when it's finished. But then I use the flow now once it's finished, yeah. So I have one of them. Does that... okay, I need to place that on there. Well, we know where another one is. We have the Bendy plushie right here. Thank you very much. Let me see if I can just remember them without going back in. Hell yes. See, like, the first game, maybe not in the ending of the first game. I just remember, like, the first chapter, really, the initial release. Like, none of that happened. You just placed it, or picked it up, something on the screen showed, like, oh, you've got the Bendy plushie. Now, you pick that up, you have a whole animation, hold up the plushie, it's got cool, like, physics, you move the arm around. And that's the stuff that's very much so improved, especially with, like, think, when Ink Machine first came out 5.5 years ago, indie games then, compared to indie games now, no indie dev would bother doing that. Like, you pick up something, and then, like, there's all physics with it. Britain's Dying Griffin, welcome back, mate, I remember you. Bendy is indeed that word. So we need a book, we need a cog, we need the ink thing, and something else. Oh, a cog in here, maybe? I'd imagine. Not sure what gives me that assumption. There we are. So we need, yeah, so we got the cog. I guess I can just hold all of this stuff. Oh, I did need one of these originally. Is that... oh, I guess the music note is this. There we go. Not an actual music note. Okay, so we got that. So we still need the ink thing. I forget what the other thing is. Oh yeah, the banjo. Wasn't there that thing where you have to... was it like banjo, drum, drum, banjo in the first game? Was that chapter 2 maybe? Oh, there's a book. So it's all going to be in this room then. We don't have to go... well, I guess the elevator's there, so there's nowhere else I can go. Okay, so we need... oh, there's the ink. Perfect. Is that all we need? I can't remember anything else, so I guess... so we got the ink, plushie, cog, music note, wrench, and there's 6 things. Oh, book. I think I mentioned book, right? Yeah. Should be all 6 of them. So we have you. Yeah, see, again, there's like different animations placing all of them down as well. Yeah, that's the ink. And then we've got the cog. Yeah, we do, yeah. Then we got the wrench and the book. Perfect. A lot easier than the first freaking game, not having to go through an entire mansion to find all of them. I remember really struggling, like in the full release as well. That was like the full Xbox One version. Oh, I don't do that. You're back. Hello, mate.
Only one thing left to do. Pull that switch.
There we go.
It is done.
Wilson?
Definitely not sus, yeah. I do like to think that it would be quite funny if he just is like he's completely fine.
What's happening?
He's a completely normal person, he just has this voice and looks like this. I don't think so.
Can't you hear it?
It's not too funny of a game. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is now a comedy, who knows?
We're going home.
Stay back.
Listen to me, Audrey. Pay attention to these last words. Because very soon
There's the ink I was asking about before.
you will forget everything.
Let go!
Come find me, Audrey.
You're right there, mate. I see you. You're right in front of me.
And I'll show you your purpose. I'll show you the truth.
This can't be real.
Cannot wait.
We die.
What are you doing?
We're just gonna drown in the ink? Of course. Well, hopefully you, ladies and gentlemen, you enjoyed my series of, or I guess my one-off video of Bendy and the Dark Revival. It's a bit expensive to be a 25-minute game, but fair enough. Oh, that was just the opening, never mind. We haven't begun the game yet. Ignore everything that's happened previously. The game begins now. I do love when you play the game for about 7 hours and then suddenly it comes up with the thing saying, yeah, welcome to the game. It's like, oh, all of that bit, I haven't even started the game yet. Okay, fair enough. Here we go. Here's the art style we all know and love. So I did a reaction to the trailer, the last trailer, and then one of the first ones as well.
What's wrong with me?
And I think we saw, like, that effect, where her hands turned all, like, inky.
Oh, Audrey. What's happened to you?
It might have something to do with you being drowned in ink. Not entirely sure. It could be just something completely unrelated, who knows? Escape the studio, yeah, that's usually what we have to do. Can I go? Yeah, I can go in the ink. Oh no, not fully in the ink. Oh Jesus, okay. Not be looking down anymore. Completely freaking filled with the stuff. Also knows your purpose. I was about to just read both of them. I'm not entirely sure if that's necessary in that situation. Hello Boris, how are we doing? Read this. I'm not sure if there's any text actually on there though. Studio memo. Every great story begins in mystery. Although things may be dark at the start, the truth will illuminate your way. Don't be afraid of who you are. Fear only what you may become and banish it away. Your best pal. Of course. Memories are still in the pause menu. Yes, everything seems to open at the same time. Which I guess saves time at the end of the day. These like fuses maybe? Just notice someone crying. Welcome home. See, like, all of that stuff would not be in the first game, right? Like, this environment would be here, but then all, like, the effects from the quote-unquote water would not be there. Like, that's, you know, when you go to a swimming pool and you see that weird effect from, like, the shiny, or the shine of the water, like, on the ceiling? Just some little freaking updates to, I guess, whatever game engine they use. Obviously, more money from however much they made on the first game. Very cool. Maybe I'll just leave. Now, let me just check this thing first, though. Oh, I thought the game freaking crashed then. Yes, objectives, and then we got this. Yeah, so we can just save whenever. I mean, if the game hasn't saved for me, then I guess I will, yeah. Location, welcome home. So we got locations, yeah. Bottom right, we have a bunch of things as well. I saw like an achievement, spend 500 slugs or something. We spend slugs, do you? Oh, okay, you've disappeared, though. Oh no, you were flashing to suggest I need to place it there. They're ladder pieces, they're not fuses. I expect this like a music box. Okay, really worth. Oh, here we go. Hello, Alice. How are we doing? Geez, you think I was drowning kittens the way these people are looking at me? I've never seen such disappointment in a person's eyes. This is the way of things. If management can't pay their bills, then the bank takes the goodies back. Still, it doesn't break me a bit knowing how much I love them old cartoons this place used to make. Oh well, times change, life moves on. Teddy Wester. I don't think I know who you are. Your first name is Teddy. That is a... I'm not sure if that's a cool name or a weird name. RB to crouch? Oh no, was it saying RMB to crouch? It didn't say right stick to crouch, did it? Like, that's what it actually is, the right stick to crouch, though. So yeah, I'm playing on, in case you don't know, I'm playing on Steam just on a controller.
Attention,
Oh, Wilson. You're not dead then, yeah? Oh, hide. Brilliant. So we can crouch and we can hide already. No sprint yet, though.
For 211 days, you've lived without the ink demon haunting your steps. I banished him away, tore his body in two. In return, I asked just a little favor. Among you, there is a stranger, a young lady.
Guess that's
Bring
me.
her to me.
Of course. Joey, of course he's back. Jack and I have been wondering if you can meet with us considering the current situation. We have been with you for many years and we feel we have contributed to the success of Bendy in the past. Our interest is purely in keeping the company strong. We just want to help however we can. Let's talk. Sammy Lawrence, of course. Wasn't Sammy the guy... I just remember him as the guy dressed up with like the Bendy mask on, right? Definitely has a crush on me. Take gent parts. Okay, that's, yeah. See like one gent part on the bottom right there. I know exactly what that is. Does this button do anything? Okay, no. Oh, of course. Is that where Bendy's gonna be then? Or is that just the objective indicator from now on? Brilliant. Not entirely sure what this gauge problem is. Is it gonna crash down on me as soon as I go past? So I don't think Henry could go in any amount of ink before, right? I guess it's because we are 80% ink. So we're turning into freaking Ethan from Resident Evil now. Guess he's not ink though, he's mold. Alright, decent. Oh Jesus, that actually kind of freaking scared me then. Walking straight into a bit of freaking ink there. God, how many notes does the game want to have? I think there's different icons on other, like this is a handprint with 3 fingers. The ink drips. Darkness has spread through this studio. I think this is a different font as well. The reaching shadows creep around you. Something hungers for your corrupted flesh. It is close, so very close. It strains to grab you, choke you from behind. You will feel its breath upon your neck. It is close. Do I feel its breath upon my neck now? Don't think games are that realistic just yet. Oh, so is this? Really worth doing that. The meaty new people are going to search that and expect to freaking find something. Okay, well I guess I'll be looking at barrels and everything now then. We can just search random things. Okay, thank you. Bendy should be right here. Where's Bendy? Hello? Okay, I guess that is just the indicator then. Oh, the butcher. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. The butcher gang, yes. Hello, mate. I remember you from probably Ink Machine, but more importantly... Well, not more importantly, more recently, Boris and the Dark Survival. Oh, a tape, okay. But we just picked up the tape. Fair enough.
Joey Drew is
Or audio log.
dead. What a quiet end to an extraordinary life.
Do you not have, like, the text come up to actually read it?
Staying in some cramped apartment downtown. Your practically hear the rats through the telephone when he called me last
I guess they are dead. The,
In spite of that, old
what are they called again? I've already
sounded quite
forgotten.
happy when last we spoke.
The trio?
More like the excited, hopeful young man I knew once upon
We
a
jump
time.
up there?
Well,
Oh, we can jump.
farewell, my friend. What will become of your creations now?
Oh, was that the end? I didn't press anything. I guess it just ended. Yeah, we used to, in the first one, we used to have like a... It was the audio log, but like that, we didn't pick up them, but then we had text on the screen. It's not the text anymore? Oh, we do. Yeah. So it did end. But I guess maybe, can I listen to it on the main menu so then I can actually read along as well? Was there subtitles? I actually wasn't paying attention. I was only paying attention to like the top right. Oh, I see, we just use like freaking climbing wall. So there's ones we can search, ones we can hide. To be honest, people in chat, I did play the first game, but I don't really remember. Oh, we can roll, of course. Was that Boris, actually? Boris is fine, right? I did play all the way through the first game. I don't really remember the story. I was saying at the beginning, I remember that it ended like how it began, and I always like when it does that. Like, the end of Chapter 5 was the beginning, like, when you're like, oh, Joey, I'm going here, you have something to show me, and it, like, ends with that weird cutscene with him. I mean, no one really understood the story, like it didn't... I guess that's where the guy went in the vent. Like, no one fully understood the story. I don't know if Boris Ended Up Survival kind of had a bit more of the story. Well, I'm not particularly someone that's great at following the story, to be honest. Oh, great. I've seen this before. Is this the shot of the main menu, maybe? Or just maybe one of the screenshots? I tried to not look at the screenshots or anything. Heavenly Toys. Oh yeah, the Butcher Gang, that's it. Got Boris, Bendy. I mean, I remember all of these characters. Alice. I mean, all four of these. Edgar? Do I know Edgar? Is Edgar new? I know Bendy. Oh, yeah, Bendy, the Butcher Gang. Oh no, that's just the names of the Butcher Gangs. Is Barley, Charlie, and Edgar. Yeah, so all of these characters were in Boris. That weird third-person game. So we can run now, yeah. Crouch. Weird buttons, though. Like run being LB. Kind of like freaking Hello Neighbor. Okay, we got another note. As the winds are changing around here, I actually said changing without the G then. I'm asking myself, Sean, what are you doing? There's a whole world out there, places to see, a family to spend my days with. This here job is just a job. I'll have others like it. No worry there, but the important thing is we should remember to live. I think it's time I did just that. Sean Flynn. Was that Jacksepticeye's name? Sean Flynn? That was Jack, right? I think. Yeah. There's someone in the chat that's like, Sean Flynn, played by Jacksepticeye? Yeah, of course. Yeah, he did that note. I know he had a note or a audio login Ink Machine. Now he had an audio login Boris and Dot Survival as well. Everyone knows the same one, I forget. I know he did stuff for Poppy as well. That game that's kind of relatively the same in the sense that like they both have mascots and plushies that they can make IRL plushies for. And some people don't particularly like that. I don't think Bendy has done it that much recently. Like, they have cool figures. Like, rather than plushies, they have cool, like, FNAF does. They have cool, like, collectible figures you can get. Also, that lever seems like it can't be pulled yet. I like how you can climb and stuff. I don't think you could do that in the first one. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. You're not dead, then. Brilliant. Or at least one of you's dead. Maybe you're the same one? You kind of look like the same one. I'm running, am I? Yes, run and hide, of course. Oh, hide in here. This is where Boris used to hide. I pressed X, game, thank you. Oh, Jesus, hello? I want a raid freaking gun. So you know I'm in here, was I too late? Was that Boris Brush or was there that massive freaking thing, like, blocking the stairs? Well, that's Alice. I mean, the game's telling me yet to exit, I guess I can? Oh. Low on health, grab some bacon soup, of course. Survival will mean some dangerous situations. When you are low on health, you need to eat. Okay, hidden food stashes all throughout the studio. Press X to dismiss. Where did you go then? So they're all just going to be... I wondered that. They're all just going to be wandering around then. So it is open world in that sense. I mean, I haven't seen anything suggest like chapter 1 or anything. It's just, yeah, wherever I am, location. Heavenly Toys lobby. I keep pressing B to go off there. You have to press like the actual main menu button again to go off it. It was not going to be just a round. Are we still going to get the same sound?
I wouldn't drink too much of that if I were you.
I guess we are a female. Hello, Alice. How you doing?
But the aftertaste, it's not so good. Easy now. I'm not gonna hurt you. It looked like you needed some help.
We saw this. Well, we saw a tiny bit of this in the trailer.
What
Like I say, I'm not going to hurt you.
place?
Yeah, I remember my first day down here. I know, it's scary. But you're actually pretty lucky. The machine could have turned you into a searcher.
You mean that thing that attacked me?
No, that's a Piper. And he's part of a gang, so be careful.
I don't understand.
It's like the
any
ink
of
machine?
this. I can't think.
It's like a trial thing then, that you'll get like
Catch on pretty
different
quickly if you
roles,
can stay
maybe?
alive. Lesson 1. Searchers don't have legs and they tend to swarm. Look, it's not good to stay in one place for too long around here. Keep moving and stay close to the shadows. Take my advice.
Yeah, like mouth
Head to the
animation
upper
always.
levels.
Like his mouths,
Safer there.
mouths, is that right? Mouths
Can
and
I come with
hair.
you?
You can't. I'm sorry.
I guess the hair's less
Have a
animated in
wolf.
this one.
He doesn't care for strangers.
A wolf?
Like I said, you'll catch on. Good luck.
Horace is calm though, isn't
Hope
he?
we meet again.
Unless he's turned. Unless there's a different
Oh, and one more
Horace.
thing.
Wasn't he like experimented on and that made him bad?
Everything else. Stay away from the ink demon.
What's an
Oh really? I was gonna run up to him and hug him.
Oh, you'll know him when you see him. He likes to smile. And he kills
Stay away from the
anything
ink
that moves.
demon. Oh really?
Wait!
Wonder why he's
What's
called a
your
demon.
They call me Alice.
Did you not know that,
Not very
Audrey?
fond
Come on now. Even I remember that, and it's been
Audrey.
freaking 5 years since I played the first
Audrey,
one.
welcome to the
They even remembered
studio.
our character's name well. Insane. I'm learning to actually remember the characters' names. So I'm going to end the first episode of Bendy and the Dark Revival here. The next few episodes will be a bit longer because hopefully I can have one episode for each chapter. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, as usual, there'll be a link in the description if you want to have it yourself. But for now, hopefully you've enjoyed. Please if you like, subscribe for our brand new SB Boy Boss Fatwod. Thanks for watching, as always. Peace.